What you are looking at right now is called a scrunch butt romper. Romper. Now, I've never heard of these, but I've definitely seen women with outfits like this on at the gym, and it's sparking conversation. As you guys can tell, the purpose of what it seems like the purpose of these type of gym attire is to grab the butt as intimately as possible so that you can see the outlining of the figure, the shape. And a lot of people are wondering what's up with the chicks who just have to make sure that whatever they're wearing is as revealing as possible when it comes to their backside and also the front side, right? If it's not showing you an outline of what that, and that's not all women, but it's the women you see a lot online and the ones who love the attention that comes with it. But if it's not showing you the outline of what they probably look like without it, then they don't want to wear it. This chick looks like she's at the airport dressed like this. All right, so here we go.
Because is literally at the gym in lingerie. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And a bitch look you in your eyes and tell you it's not bothering anybody. I'm uncomfortable. What the are we at Myrtle Beach or LA Fitness? Help me understand. Help me understand why you feel the need to come outside damn near naked. What is it about? Why are you fighting so hard to literally just go in public servers ass naked? Like, that's essentially what the you fighting for. Like, this is, if that is important to you as a person, you are one privileged piece of shit. Because who the out of all the bills, death, institutionalized systematic racism and shit, imperialism, and you want to put your time and emotions to fighting for people to be able to come to any public event ass naked. Shorts so tight up her ass, she got to fart for them to come off. Like, get the fuck out my face.
All right, so I want you guys to really, really think about this because I don't think people think about this enough. They really do not. We've allowed modern women in the West to believe that they can dress any in which way they would like to. And I mean to the far extreme of I've been in stores even here in Los Angeles, right? Like walking through the Whole Foods. And you see these chicks who I know they're doing content, Hollywood, but you see these chicks who are wearing like thongs, right? They're very revealing and their literal cheeks are out. And the whole point, I believe, is to get men to look and then to get them on camera. I remember I was walking past it and I immediately saw what was going on. I was like, nah, this is crazy. But we've allowed this. And no one recognizes the double standard in this whole thing. A woman can look and say, that's empowering. How dare you? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Okay, well, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say there's nothing wrong with that. Are men allowed to do that? And a woman may say, I don't see why not. Men can do that. Okay, so what if he came in with some short shorts? She might say, I see guys wear that all the time. Okay, cool. I sometimes rock the short shorts, but you know what you can't see? You can't see the print of that man's joystick or that man's private area without your choice. Like, really think of how quickly women would get offended if men walked around the gym, worked out on the same machines, wearing whitey-tidies where their nuts were hanging out, or wore boxers to the point where you could see like their prints. I mean, really picture that. In no time, they would say, what's going on? It's creepy. I'm uncomfortable. But this thought process, right? This mindset of I'm equal. Are you? I can do everything a man can do. Can you? Should you? Do you want that type of a world? People don't really think about this much at all. So a few of these comments. Top comment here says, search bar black dress gym girl. Black dress gym girl. I don't even want to look that up because I've already pushed it with what's probably might get flagged here. I'm not trying to push it. Somebody else who says, what does an inappropriate gym outfit look like? Nothing has been worn that's inappropriate. Again, does this rule apply to both men and women? And this is where people start double backing and they want to live in this world where, okay, you can get away with this, but men can't. Somebody else who says, meanwhile, I go to the gym dressed like Adam Sandler. Somebody else who says, I'm in enemy territory. Here's somebody else who says, this new generation don't have decorum. I haven't even gotten into the conversation of if you dress like any of these chicks who we just looked at and you think you have a high chance at getting married or a man being okay with you dressing like that, then just prepare to be alone for what might possibly be the rest of your life. It's just the truth. Somebody else who says, nah, I'm uncomfortable. I felt that. Here's somebody else who says he is absolutely correct. It's uncomfortable for everyone. Somebody else here added, that's so unsanitary. Here's another person who says, I agree. It's nuts. What's funny is I bet you most of the chicks that do agree, they at one point probably supported all this nonsense, right? They did and didn't think to themselves because people never have to. Most people can't play things out in their mind and think, how far can this go? They have to see it. And then they think to themselves, oh, no, I don't want my man to go to the gym, right? I don't want him to go there and see all these women dressed like this because now you're worried that he's going to be distracted instead of working out.
Y'all might jump me for this. I'm okay. But at some point, we're going to have a conversation about the fact that a lot of y'all are not just simply trying to wear what you want to wear. It's not about the freedom of dressing how you want to dress. It's about the fact that you like attention. You
Come
like
on now.
eyes gawking at you.
Right.
You like the eyes gawking at you that come from men and women.
Come on
You
now.
like people paying you attention as you walk by in panties. Because a lot of these shorts that you're wearing are panties. There's no excuse. I don't need to see your coochie print. I don't need to see how deep your ass goes because that is basically how drastic some of these shorts are. And you all are way too comfortable wearing them in public. But God forbid someone say something to you about it. And then you want to send that person straight to hell in a handbasket. Where's the decorum? And I'm sorry, but somebody has to say it. You jump on everybody who tries to hold you accountable for how you present yourself to the world. You try to jump on anyone who comes on this app, who comes on Beyonce's internet and tells you that as a woman, you should be conducting and carrying yourself in a certain fashion. And if you choose not to, then be prepared to deal with the consequences that come with that, including the lack of respect.
Oof, man. I want you guys to really think of the confusion, how confused these modern women are. They sit there and think to themselves, why is he staring at me? But they'll go out dressed like this. If you go and stare at this chick for her whole workout, or any of these chicks, the likelihood that she'll give you a nasty look or wonder, what are you looking at? Like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Come on, man. They will look at you like they are crazy. I want you to think of how twisted this is. It's sick.
You want to beat up anybody that tries to hold you accountable, but you don't hold yourself accountable for walking around with your coochie out. Why does anybody need to see your raw coochie print in the gym? Why does anybody need to go to the mall and they get to see where your ass crack starts? What's going on? And no, I'm not believing, oh, these are just so comfortable. I should be able to wear what I want to wear. You like the attention. You like the validation. Even if you're not interested in where the attention is coming from, it makes you feel something.
Right.
I'm sorry, nobody can tell me otherwise. So listen, I'm not going to argue with you, but I am going to state the facts.
She's brewing.
You need to cut the shit out.
She's brewing.
Like, we really in a
100%. A few of these comments, top comment here says, for me, it's just how unsanitary it is. Like, you basically got your bare coin purse fermenting on this ab machine seat, and then have the nerve to just get up and walk off. Like, it gets to a point. Here's somebody else who says, I think men should lead by example and cover themselves up first. Why are they shirtless in the gym and no one says anything to them? You see the nonsense here? You guys see the craziness here, right? The extremes. There is a healthy medium when it comes to what is acceptable and what isn't, and it makes sense. There's a reason women can't go out topless at random beaches. It's probably illegal in certain states. Men don't have what women have. Like, and by the way, this is attached to other conversations of what is a woman? Oh, let's just pretend we don't know what that is too. Are you guys seeing how messed up and twisted these chicks are? The liberal ones. Trust me, there are women who drink coffee out here and we see you. Here's somebody else who says, I don't like dudes' tone, but it does come to a point to where you like All right, now, here's somebody else says the gym should set dress codes for everyone. This is what you guys see will happen as time goes on. This is what you guys see. The reaction to insanity just getting pushed and like be as liberal as you possibly can. No gates, no bounds, anything's accepted, is you have people who will say, hold on, time to rail it in. Open your mouth, drink a little bit of this. Of course, guys, I'm curious to know what you think. And to my currently engaged or soon to be married men, head over to fathershaverights.com. If you need a prenup but don't know where to start, this guide helps you get ready before you hire a lawyer. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.